all good.
Hey Joss, thanks for coming in and being a part of Graphic Novels.
Thank you for having me.
It's very brave of you to go, yeah, you know, this random dude asked me to talk about tattoos and we'll do that. All right?
That's what I am, but
Now,
random.
Okay, random. Now, I met you in a retail clothing store.
Yeah.
And I was looking at your tattoos a lot. And one day I'm going to get caught by someone and they're going to slap me or their boyfriend's going to punch me or whatever. And I'm like, oh, should I ask this person? And then I eventually worked up the courage and went, hey, I do this thing, tattoos, photography, and you're like, I'd love to talk about my tattoos.
Yeah.
So before we do that, can you tell everyone a bit about yourself?
Okay, so I'm a solo mum of 3 kids. 2 of them live back in New Zealand. I've got 1 living with me at the moment. I work in retail and I have pretty much my whole life, but I've also done body piercing, managed a tattoo studio, owned a barbershop, been a volunteer firefighter, worked with special needs old head kids, done a whole lot of different stuff.
Wow. And you're still only 27.
I wish I was 27.
How'd you get it all done in that short period of time?
Oh, well, you know, I'm a bit of a free spirit, go here, there and everywhere.
Well, that's great. There's just a lot of experiences, you know, like not too many people, younger people now obviously bounce around different careers, but not too many people have done that, like, you know, just here, there and everywhere. Volunteer firefighter.
That was real cool.
Yeah? Did you get to fight any real fires?
Not real fires, unfortunately, but in my training I did,
Okay.
and that was pretty epic.
Okay.
Sitting on the floor and having flames rolling over the top of your head is an amazing thing to
All
do.
right. Okay.
Amazing thing to do.
Cool.
Yeah,
All right, well,
very cool.
Yeah, real fires would be a bit different, I guess. Yep. All right.
Very different.
So like, we could talk about all your past careers for a long time, and
We'd
one of
be
them,
here all day.
the tattoo studio manager, kind of fits right in.
Yeah, it does. It does.
So let's talk about your tattoos though, because that's what we're here for, and
Yep.
that's what I assume anyone who is watching,
Yeah.
you know, apart from, I was going to say my wife, but she doesn't watch them.
Oh no. Oh, she should be watching all of them.
She said, I've seen one, that's enough. My brother watches them all. So apart from my brother, they're here to listen about tattoos.
Cool.
Why? What got you? You went, yeah, you know what? Permanent ink on the skin. Why not?
Why not? I guess it's because it's something different. It's an expression, I guess, of who you are, and not everybody has them, so it's just something different. I enjoy to be different. I'm not one out of the box.
Okay.
I'm just a different person, so
Okay.
I like to do things differently.
Yeah, but you could, I mean, you could dye your hair. You could.
I've done that.
You could cut your hair to a skinhead cut. You know, you could wear a clown suit. Like, there's lots of things you can do to be different.
There is.
But this is permanent.
It
I mean,
is.
it's interesting to me because, you know,
Yeah.
that's very interesting to me to hear about people's, you know, motivation
Perspective on
just
it.
to be different.
Yeah.
So you're not that different anymore because there's lots of kids
No,
with
because so
tattoos.
many people have tattoos now.
So how do you feel about that?
I think it's cool.
Okay.
It's cool because it is an expression of who you are, and there is a lot of meaning behind a lot of tattoos. Some of mine have meaning, but a lot of them don't, because I was just like, I like that, so I put it on there. And
Just random.
yeah,
Okay.
and here we are.
So let's talk about reactions to your first tattoos and as you went sleeves and thighs and calves and back of your head and back of your neck. Like, positive reactions, negative reactions, any of those from people around you?
My mum's going to watch this and she's going to be like, oh my God.
Hi, Mum. Hi, Mum.
My poor mum begged me not to get my first tattoo. Begged and begged, and I was like, well, I'm doing it because don't say no, because I'll do it anyway.
Yeah.
So I did it, and it's probably one of the ones that I regret getting.
You were right, Mum. You were right.
Yeah. But I haven't had really too much negative feedback.
Okay.
People do look.
Yeah.
But yeah, not a lot of negative feedback.
Apart from Mum.
Apart from Mum.
How does she feel about them now?
I don't even know, actually. We don't
Too afraid to ask.
Yeah, we don't actually talk about them.
Okay. Don't ask and you won't get the answer you don't want.
Don't ask.
Fair enough. So what was your first tattoo then? Because you know, one of my questions is tattoo regrets. You're like, yeah, the first one I got, I regret it.
The first one I got. So the first one I got was a wedding present. And when not married anymore. And it's an awful tattoo. It's bled. It was done really deep and really thick. And it's definitely one that I want to cover.
Right.
I just haven't got around to that yet.
Bit lumpy because of the scarring,
Yeah.
like when they go deep. I'm learning
Yeah.
a lot about tattoos that I
Yeah.
didn't know before. Like you want someone with a light hand.
Yeah, it was very, very deep. It was
Okay.
a bit random, so you had to kind of crawl into a wardrobe to get through to where he was tattooing, which is on a mattress on the floor, and I lay there and he went for so long, and I was like, I don't think you're really meant to go this long shading, and yeah, it's a bit of a mess, but that's
So
life.
professional studio then, huh?
Yeah, real professional.
Hygienic, sanitised.
Yeah.
On a mattress on the floor behind a wardrobe.
Yeah, crawling through the wardrobe to get
That's a
into
new
it.
one. I've not heard a story like
Yeah.
that before.
Yeah.
Like at home jobs, obviously stick and pokes. You got any stick and pokes?
No.
So they're all machine done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where did you go from, you know, your worst tattoo ever? Where'd you go from there?
From there, I got another one. A friend designed it. It's got all my kids' initials in it. And then after that, it was like, well, you can't just get one or two, or the addiction is real.
Yeah, people talk, like nearly everyone I've spoken to is like, the next one, you know, the next one, there was one and then there was another, then there's another, and then I'm planning more and you can't stop. What is that? What are you addicted to then? Like tattoo-wise?
I guess it's also like a form of therapy.
Okay.
It's therapy. Like a lot of people use numbing cream, and I think the pain is also what you go through to get something good from your pain.
Okay.
A lot of people use it as therapy.
So almost like self-harm, but someone else is doing it for you.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
And you get something cool from it.
Yeah, okay. Or regretful.
Or regretful.
Depending on the tattoo. I mean, if you don't mind me asking, how old were you when you got the first one?
I was 23.
Okay, so pretty young.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the dudes that I've talked to on these crates, these comfortable cushion
Very
crates,
comfortable.
they've talked about their 17-year-old or their 18-year-old tattoo.
Yeah.
You left a little bit longer, but still it's like,
Yeah.
What was the design, by the way?
So it's a sun with his Japanese star sign thing in the middle, but you can't even see.
Yeah, because you showed it to me. I didn't take a photo of it because it is a pretty dodgy tap. And it would have made a good photo. But yeah, I couldn't make it out when you did show it to me. I'm like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Okay, so he wasn't very good.
No.
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 Okay. So, you know, initials. This sleeve is what, there's two things that really got me intrigued when, you know, my wife was in your shop and shopping. One was the honeycomb. What is that about? And there's bees on there as well. What's that all about?
Yeah, so it's basically just a fill-in, because I had so many like random tattoos
Stickers,
everywhere. It was definitely a fill-in.
Yeah, okay, but why honeycomb and bees? Like that's an interesting choice.
Because it was different, I guess. And like the artist that had started it, he's like, we'll just do this. And I was like, okay, sweet.
Okay.
So we did that.
It certainly got my attention because I've not seen a tattoo with that.
Yeah.
I
It's different.
I thought you might have been a beekeeper,
yeah, no.
environmentalist.
No.
You know, I'm like, oh, okay.
None of
Just,
those.
just fill it in.
Just fill it in.
Random pattern.
Fill it in. Fill
Whatever
it
you
in
want,
the
mate.
gaps, and
Whatever you want.
just do whatever.
Fix it.
Just do whatever.
You've got where life begins.
Yeah, where life begins and love never ends. Family.
Okay. Family.
Yeah.
And you got initials.
Yeah.
And then this one over here, are they names?
Yeah, that's my kids' names. So Taryn, Cohen, and Charlize.
Okay. So, you know, you said to me before, and I think you've said it on camera, a lot of these are random, but they're not actually.
They're not. There's always, I can tell you exactly where I was, what was happening in my life when I got all of my tattoos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Talk me through the Sphinx, and you've got, is this a tiger or a fox or
so it's
something
just
orange?
a lion.
A lion.
A lion.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the Sphinx?
The Sphinx. I love cats.
Okay.
Cats are my sanctuary.
Big cats?
Yeah.
Little cats?
Big cats, little cats.
Okay.
Basset.
It's a cat. I thought it was a bird, but it's actually a cat.
Basset. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So cats are your
Cats are my
favourite
thing.
animal?
Yeah.
I'm a
Cats are
dog
my thing.
person. Sorry, we can't be friends.
Okay, you sit over there.
I am sitting over here.
Yeah. Yeah, cats are definitely my thing.
Okay, I'm allergic to them. I get asthma.
Oh,
Although my daughter, her partner Ash, has a cat called Link, and they live downstairs in our house, like in their own little apartment. And he just loves me to death because my dark room's down there.
Yeah.
So I go down there. Whenever Link sees me, he just comes out and rubs up against me, and I pat him. And
Cats
you know
do
what?
that.
I haven't got the asthma from him, so I'm like, maybe he's the only good cat,
You've outgrown it.
or maybe he's the only good cat in the whole world.
Maybe.
He's great. He's a chunky
Maybe.
little thing, but yeah, we pat. Like I've got 2 dogs upstairs, and
Yeah.
they don't get on well with the cat, but I get on well with the cat, and he likes me, so that's cool.
That's cool.
All right.
That's very cool.
We're going to talk a bit more about, like, you've got some dark stuff as well. You've got a skull here.
Yeah.
Got a skull there.
Yeah.
I've seen a sneaky skull in here.
In there, yeah. Yeah.
Cats and skulls.
Cats and skulls. Cats and skulls.
Is there anything behind the skulls?
No, I just like them.
Just cool.
Just cool.
Just cool.
Just
And roses. There's lots of roses.
Yeah. Flowers.
Okay.
Just to like mix it up and.
So
just
they
do
are the
something
random
different.
ones
They
then?
are the random ones. Yeah.
Okay, but there is some meaning cats,
Yeah.
family, quotes. All right, let's talk about Kurt. Let's talk about because
my
when
coach, yeah.
when I talked about that, and I've got a photo. It's in it to show people because I'll put that over. I'll overlay that over this interview.
Yeah.
You said your daughter's got a matching one.
Yeah, my daughter has the matching
And you're like,
one.
this is a really significant tattoo.
Yeah.
And I could hear a bit of emotion in your voice when you said that. So can you share, 1, what does it say? And then 2, what's the meaning for you?
It says, if my eyes could show my soul, everyone would cry when they saw me smile. And that's a quote by Kurt Cobain. Me and my kids have been through a lot, so it means a lot.
Okay. I can see
Means a
that
lot.
in your eyes.
Yeah.
I don't want
Means
to make
a
you
lot.
cry.
No, don't make me cry.
You know, I mean,
Don't make me cry. You'll have to edit that out.
I won't edit that out. I've had one person almost tear up.
Yeah.
I think that's important, you know, to for me anyway, you know, like, you know, we're taught in society, particularly as men, not to show your emotions. I think being emotional is really important,
Oh, it is.
you know, showing your emotions, and there's obviously a connection. Was Kurt a significant musician for you?
A little bit when I was growing up.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit when I was growing
Because
up.
you're a fair bit younger
but-
than me.
Yeah.
Like, you know, my music was late 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
You're kind of like a 90s kid,
Yeah.
I'm assuming. So Kurt was
80s, 90s.
pretty big.
80s,
Yeah?
90s. Yeah. Yeah, he was. Yeah. But it was a random one that like I'd seen a quote of and I was like, that actually resonates so much with me. And yeah, me and my daughter got that as matching.
Did you share your kind of love of Nirvana with your daughter?
No, she's got we have really different music taste.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah.
You should hate your kids' music.
No, I actually love her
Yeah, I
music.
know. That's the weird thing.
Yeah. She makes my playlists and I
Okay.
just listen to them. They're so good.
Because it's interesting. So, like, I talk to kids here at the school, like Music Industry College, and I was talking about that the other day. Like, part of the problem with you guys at the moment is that your parents don't hate your music,
Yeah, no, I love her music.
you know, and
love
that's growing up. Like, my dad's, turn that shit down. Well, he
Yeah.
didn't say shit. Turn that rubbish down.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's not rubbish. But now that I listen to it, I'm like, yeah, he was into other stuff.
Yeah.
And that driving bass and, you know, boom, boom, boom. It's like, yeah, well, of course he hated it because that's all he heard through the floor. Didn't hear the melody, didn't hear the chord progressions.
Yeah, didn't hear the words of the song.
Well, thank God he didn't hear the lyrics, you know, because then he would have hated it even more. But,
Yeah.
you know, the old man was good. He was, you know, he loved his music, but not mine.
Yeah.
But now we love our kids' music. It's weird, isn't it?
I know, it's bizarre. It's
Okay.
so bizarre. But yeah,
So
she makes
Kurt?
my playlists.
Kurt Cobain. Tell me about the fingers because they also caught my attention. Like all these little tats
Yeah.
across your knuckles. You know, you were serving, you know, retail, clicking the
Yeah.
mouse, folding up the clothing. I'm like, wow, what's on the fingers there, you know?
Yeah. I guess they're just a little bit different. I've got like a diamond, I don't know, some random thing there, an anchor, a moon and a love heart. There was an anchor underneath that one, but we put it on upside down and then and then we covered it with a crown and the crown looks awful. So now that's the story, that it was an upside down
Right.
anchor.
So you were never concerned about job stoppers?
No.
Because you got one on the back of your head as well,
Yeah.
and one on your neck.
Yeah.
I mean, the neck, the
Both
head,
neck,
the head
both
and the
sides.
neck, you could let your hair down. I
Yeah.
couldn't, but you could.
Yeah.
And then people don't see that. But
Yeah.
these are job stoppers.
Yeah, they are. Especially on the back of the hand too. back of the hand. I
They ever
do want
caused
to
you
get
any
like
problems?
a full neck. I do want to get a full neck.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Ever encountered any problems with people going, no?
No, none. I guess it's the industry that I work into, you know, like, and if you don't like it, then that's on you. That's not on me. That's a you problem.
And you worked in education, but it was alternative.
Yeah. I didn't have all the tattoos.
You didn't then?
No, I didn't have all those tattoos.
Okay, so we don't know whether it was a job stopper or not, do we?
No, I mean, it could have been, but...
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you managed a tattoo studio, and I know you don't want to talk about that too much because, you know, we don't want to talk about it too much.
Yeah.
Did you get onto the tools and tattoo anyone yourself?
I did.
What's that like?
It was actually really cool. I really enjoyed it. It's a whole lot of fun sitting there with a needle and a machine and just scribbling away. But I did look into doing it, and then I thought, actually, no, because I'm not a very good artist.
Right. Okay.
And it's on your skin for life.
Yeah, okay.
And if you put some shitty little doodle on someone's skin, you can't rub that off.
So who did you do that on? Like when you were tattooing, was that a client?
No, I did it on the tattoo artists.
Right.
I did it on a couple of the tattoo artists.
Right.
And I did do on one client, and I didn't enjoy it.
Okay.
Because
I was anxious.
I was so anxious that it was going to be a mess.
Did you get any feedback from the tattoo artists?
No. They just kind of left me to it, and I was like, I need some help.
Well, I can't help you because you're doing my arm or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a young bloke in season 1, Jasper. Everything on his left arm he's done himself, and everything on his right arm he's had someone else do because you know he's right-handed, so he's done his own. So it's interesting. I don't know if I could do that. I'm a bit of a coward when it comes to pain. And you know, like tattooing yourself, it's like, I'd be moving too much.
I don't think I could tattoo myself.
Right. Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, let's go a bit deeper. Let's talk about the tattoo on your shoulder, the left shoulder, the flowers and the fantail. Let's talk about that because that, you said to me, is your most significant tattoo.
It is. It represents my dad. Yeah, it's a hard one. It's a hard one because I lost him during COVID.
Okay.
It was just me and my mum. And that was it.
Yeah.
It was just me and mum.
Yeah.
Wasn't anyone else there. And I needed to have something to represent him. Even though he said to me, after I got this one, don't get any more tattoos.
He said that to you?
He said that to me. He's like, don't get any more tattoos. But I said to him, I need to have something to represent you.
Yeah.
When you're gone.
Yeah.
And this is it.
So you didn't get it while he was still around?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. I understand why that means a lot. You know, I appreciate you sharing that because that's...
Yeah, that means a lot.
Yeah. You know, and that's... To me, that's, you know, that's everything in terms of what you talked about. I know there's family there, but that's the one. It's obvious, you know, that's really the one that gets you.
Yeah.
That and the Kurt Cobain, you know, quote with your daughter. And you're random, but you're not so random. You know.
Yeah, I am a bit random.
Yeah.
But not.
All right. Well, let's talk about me for a minute.
Yeah.
It's not all about you.
No,
Joss.
clearly not.
Let's
Sorry.
talk about me.
Sorry about that.
You know, I don't have any. Never had any real desire to get a tattoo till I started doing this. Still not sure that I will. What advice, what would you tell me? You know, you probably don't know me well enough to go, get that. But what kind of, how should I approach it, I guess?
Do you know what I would say?
Yeah.
Come with me and get a matching tattoo.
Okay. That is random. That's very random.
We'll go and get matching tattoos.
Okay.
Of, I don't know.
Yeah, see?
I don't know.
So you don't know me well enough yet?
No, I don't know you well enough. That would actually be kind of cool.
The light.
The light.
Looking from this angle, you guys can't see that, but there's a big umbrella here with a light in the middle and it's silver and there's no softbox on it because I want the harsh light. Okay, that's interesting.
It's a bit random.
It is.
That's my recommendation. Okay. Yeah, we'll go and get matching tattoos.
Any other things I should think about rather than just
just go and do it?
Just going with someone I've met for the last half hour.
No, definitely think about it.
Okay.
Definitely think about it because it is on you for life. Something that means something to you, that's important to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Research.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I definitely won't get it done behind a wardrobe on a mattress on the floor.
No,
And
I
I'll definitely-
highly recommend it not.
I'll definitely research my artist, like Lucy, who I interviewed previous to this. She's a tattooist, and she just said, you know, a lot of it is finding the right artist to do your tattoo and someone you connect with, because they put a lot, as I've seen from you, you know, you obviously come with the idea, this is what I want, but
Yeah.
you're not an artist. You've self-confessed. Sorry, I didn't say that. You
no,
said that.
not an artist.
And so they're like, okay, I'll interpret what you're telling me, and how does this look? And you're like, yeah, that's what I want, you know?
Because they do put their spin on it. They put their heart and soul and energy into it to make it look good for you, but always it's their interpretation of it.
Okay.
Because they're the artist. You're the wearer.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
and
the
your
canvas.
elephant, we didn't talk about your elephant, but I've taken a photo of that. That was for a competition.
Yeah.
So that was about the artist, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And you're just like, yeah, well, I've got a panel.
Yeah.
I've got
Just
some.
put it
I've got
on.
some real estate.
Yeah.
And you did
Put it
say
on.
elephants mean something to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Elephants. An elephant will never forget.
Yeah.
So, and my nana always, she had heaps of elephants. So
Okay. All right.
elephants do mean a lot.
Did it win the
to me.
competition?
No, it didn't. It was actually a girl had a full leg piece, so this
Right.
was not big
Hard
enough.
to compete.
Yeah, a bit hard to
I have
compete.
got an idea. If I'm not going to share it, I do have an idea. If I do get a tattoo, and it would mean something to me. But yeah, I'm not going to spill that. But I just don't know whether it's just one of those things. Like, you know, for me, I've never had one, so I'm like 60. It's like, you know. And then I hear once you get one, you get more, and I don't know whether I want to be tattooed. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
all over. I
Yeah.
don't want that. So I don't know. I have thought about it, and I have got an idea in my head that I would probably like. And I might see Lucy and pay her to do the design for me, and then sit with that for a while. Because she did say that. I think it was her that said that. Get someone to do the design and then stick it up on a wall. And if you still like it in 6 months' time, then okay, this means something. So that was another bit of advice that I've received.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kinda handy.
Definitely think about it. Don't just go on and go, well, I want that one.
Don't rush in and just get a sun and a Japanese star sign on the back of your shoulder.
No. Highly recommend it not.
All right, thanks so much for coming in and having a chat.
Thank you so much. It
I
was really cool to meet you.
Yeah, look, it's been great fun, you know,
Yeah.
and I've picked up a new assistant.
Yeah.
So, you know, Joss will be in the credits later on in videos. So she's going to be moving the light around.
Yeah, I'm going to be behind the scenes
It's
now.
awesome.
Yeah.
I
it's
need
very
an
cool.
assistant, and I've got one. It's great.
Yeah, perfect.
Thanks
Excellent.
heaps.
Thank
I really
you so
enjoyed that. That was
much.
fantastic.
Thank you so much.